It's been an issue that's proven a sore point for many consumers: the cost of fees paid at local banks. It was also one that led to a meeting between the Minister of Labor and the Clearing Banks Association last October. The most recent meeting was held this past Monday that yielded some positive results. Labor Minister Senator the Honorable Foulkes shared that with reporters before today's weekly cabinet meeting. Consumer protection falls under the minister's portfolio, and all consumer issues is taken to the business community for some resolution.
Some of the banks have lowered their administrative fees for their various services. Also, all of the banks have embarked upon an educational program with respect to their services. Additionally, the Central Bank and the Clearing Bank Association, they have agreed to embark upon a listing of all of the bank fees, or at the minimum, the main fees that the banks charges. Just like the gas stations do, when you open the business sections of the dailies, you see the various price for the per gallon of gas. We intend to do the same thing with the clearing banks so that consumers can know exactly which bank is charging which fee. At the end of the day, the consumer has to be smart, and the consumer has to examine each bank. Each bank have different fees and different schedules for their services. And I encourage people, you're not married to a particular bank. And if you are, get a divorce.
Minister Foulkes noted that the Central Bank of the Bahamas is also launching an initiative called Get Money Smart Bahamas that consumers can receive information about through its website. While not detailing specific information from the meeting with the Clearing Banks Association, Minister Foulkes says one of the issues discussed was the cost to cash checks, as well as why the fees saw a hike in the first place.
Some banks have already lowered their fees. I spoke to all 6 of the clearing banks yesterday, and along with the new chairperson, Mr. Bo, who is from Fidelity Bank. Each bank has addressed that specific issue with respect to the cashing of checks. I would encourage consumers, and that's practically most Bahamians who deal with commercial banks, to go in and talk to your banks and make comparisons and make a judgment call as to which bank you wish to bank at. The big thing was maximizing trying to address the lack of business in the lending part of the banking industry and how they can make up in terms of the loss of revenue from lending.